Let me tell you a story about a young man named Joseph. He was his father Jacob's favorite son, and everyone knew it. His dad gave him a coat of many colors, and his brothers, they couldn't stand him. To make things worse, Joseph had dreams, literal dreams, about one day being in a position of power over his brothers. And like most teenagers, he told them all about it. One day his brothers had had enough. They threw him in a pit and then sold him into slavery. He was taken to Egypt, far from home, far from family, far from the dream. But God wasn't done. In Egypt, Joseph worked for a man named Potiphar and quickly earned his trust. But when Potiphar's wife falsely accused him, Joseph was thrown into prison. From pit to slavery to prison. Seems like God had forgotten him, right? But even in prison, Joseph stayed faithful, and he was given responsibility there too. One day, Pharaoh had strange dreams no one could explain. Joseph was brought in. He interpreted them perfectly. Pharaoh was so impressed, he made Joseph second in command over all of Egypt. Years later, a famine hit the land, and guess who came to Egypt looking for food? His brothers. They didn't recognize Joseph, but instead of punishing them, Joseph forgave them. He wept, and he said something incredible. What you meant for evil, God meant for good. Genesis 50:20. Joseph went from being thrown in a pit to saving nations from starvation. Why? Because he trusted God even when life didn't make sense. Maybe you're in your own pit right now, but just like Joseph, your story isn't over.